You are not going to believe what happened to me. So, last night, I got in bed, I just got settled, and then guess what? Guess what? You're not gonna believe this. The light in my kitchen, like the entire like cover for the light, flew from the ceiling to the ground. And it's the weekend, so there's no maintenance. Lovely. And I have a clip of said upsettingness for you to follow. Why the minute I get in bed, the fixture or cover for the light just decides to pumble its way, float its way down to the ground, and nearly scare me to death. On that note, I'm currently walking to, I have a class, it's Sunday, but it's not really a class, it's a screening for a film, but we're going to have a discussion afterwards, so that's from 3:45 to 5:45, and it's currently 3. I'm going to get run over. It's just the way it happens. I made it. Okay, but, we have a discussion right after somebody did almost just get run over. This is a lot for just one day, and I just left the house. I just showed some people where Mason Hall is. I feel so like old school college student now. This makes a weird circle of light if it hits the light. Anyway, but I should do tours. Wouldn't that be fun? Would you enjoy that? Huh? Okay, so I made it back from class. I've been goofing off for the last 2 hours. I didn't do yoga yet, and I haven't really eaten dinner yet. I stopped and got some ice cream and some lemonade before I got back here. So I had ice cream. So yeah, so for the last, it was 5:45 when I left class, and now it's 7-ish. 9. It's 9:34. So I still have to finish that essay before I go to sleep. But I'm gonna make food to try and wake myself up. I've turned on all the lights in my room. So I'm staying up and I'm finishing the essay. And I'm doing yoga. Yoga has to happen before midnight because otherwise it's not the same day. So I'll probably put the essay together, like rough draft it, do yoga, and then edit, and then go to sleep. So let's go. It's past midnight, but it's yoga time. Yoga time. Day 8. So I finished yoga. It was all meditation today, so nothing heavy. So that was good. You're kind of orange. Wonder why the background's orange. I think it's this lamp. Anyway, so there's no quote of the day because I suffered a serious culture shock today. So I went to class at 3:45, and we actually watched a movie. And it was from our women, gender, and sexuality class. And the movie we watched was a French documentary called Lesbiana. And it was really just a lot for me to take in. And it wasn't because like graphic or anything like that. It was just, I was amazed at like this entire section of history I had never heard of, thought about, because actually it was about the 1980s when the feminism movement, well, the lesbianism movement split off from the feminism movement. And they have like women's lands and like women's festivals and these places where it's just women. And I guess this is kind of where feminism got the reputation for like man hating, because one of the ladies on the documentary was talking about how like she wants nothing to do with men at all. And I don't know. I've never been one to like identify as feminist, not because I don't believe in women's equality or I believe that like women have already made it as far as they possibly should or can. Like, no, that's dumb. They still aren't paid the same amount as men. So, as far as I'm concerned, the fight is not over for gender equality. But, well, I mostly didn't identify as feminist or don't identify as feminist because I don't know all of the things that come along with that. And this class was part of the way for me to get towards a serious academic understanding of what the word is and what it stands for and the policies that go along with it, because it's a very political thing and it comes with more than just women should be paid the same. Just like pro life comes with a lot more than just no abortion. It also comes with like no death penalty. It comes with a whole lot of other stuff. So I didn't want to identify as something without being educated in what it meant. So so part of that was learning about this history, and it was really a lot for me, like a whole lot. Like I'd never heard of anything like this, and like women, it was basically, to me, a lot of the movie seemed to be supporting a move from patriarchy to matriarchy, which is not something I agree with. I don't think either sex, male or female, should rule over the other gender. Um, so that's kind of what I took off of that, and I kind of wanted to tell you about it because I don't know, it was just such a huge shock for me. I'd never seen anything like that movie. I'd never heard of anything like the lesbianism movement. Um, I think I grew up, I guess, kind of in the age of like tolerance and like gay pride and stuff like that. But I think I saw like the other extreme, um, to, I guess, feminism and particularly lesbianism. Um, and I want to like say just now, like they didn't define lesbianism as um, just like being attracted to women. They actually defined it as like a woman who's in control of herself. And they implied that like women couldn't be in control of themselves in like with men because men like ruled over them. So I don't know. It was all very interesting. It was very new. Um, I don't particularly have an opinion on the subject other than I don't think a world without men is the answer at all. Um, so I just thought I'd share this like mind blowing revelation with you guys that I had never heard of this. And like I'm a history buff and I'm a political science person, so like most political movements I am somewhat familiar with, but like this one I wasn't. And I think that's why I really haven't been able to get like anything else done in any way, shape, or form because I'm just like shocked. And I think this is the first time in college that I've really come up against like culture shock or something being completely different from, I guess, the way I grew up and my own mindset. So it kind of took me a minute or it's taking me a minute to kind of reconfigure my worldview. But I think that's one of the reasons like we have this show, because we're exploring other people's reality, and this is somebody's reality. Like somebody and people still, there are still young people that were involved, that they were talking about. So people still deal with this. But I've gone on for a long time. It's been 6 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm signing off. I'm Raven, and this is my Eyeview.